This is it. This is the last day of all the free summons, and I was already sad about that from yesterday because after today we're gonna go back to, normal, the norm of not getting free summons every day. We've been spoiled for so long, but yeah, today's the last day, but we get 100 free summons, so I'm super keen. Let's review things slowly at a time. Let's actually see what's happening. Now, I expected there to be a bunch. Everything's gonna be featured at 0.5%, and yeah, this looks about right to me. There were 4 5-star characters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 5-star characters that are featured for 2%. And then it was Halloween Maritimus. See, there you go. Halloween Lemon is 1.75%. So to my point yesterday, like, look, let's do the math. And I'm sure someone on Reddit's already done it, but I need a spreadsheet for this one. But, okay, 1.75% chance. The odds of you not getting Lowen in 100 free pulls, 1 minus 0.0175 raised to the power of 100 is this is the chance of you not getting him. A 17% chance, maybe a little bit higher, because I do realize that every time the 5-star pity rate goes up, the 4-star rate goes down. So if you don't get a 5-star, the chance of you getting Lowen becomes smaller because some of that percentage gets absorbed into the 5-star pool. So it's interesting when you think about it. Like, if you're aiming for a 4-star unit, you actually don't want to pull. You want to pull 5 stars to keep this rate as high as you can. So it's 17% chance to not get Lowen in 100. Probably a little bit higher if you consider pity and everything. So let's just say 20%. So there's an 80% chance you'll get him. That's pretty high. And if you don't, just pull a few more times. Like, but 1.75% chance, that's really, really high. The odds of anyone not getting him this time round is, in my opinion, very, very slim. But anyway, okay, so that's kind of straightforward. Let's look at the worm sigils, because that's what I'm really interested in. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I see Kimono Elisand, I'm like, oh my gosh! We were just talking about her yesterday. Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. Hands down, the best decision you can make. Oh my gosh, yeah. Sparking for Kimono Elisand is the best thing you can do for this banner. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's Grimna in this. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, there's Ilya in this. If I hadn't already dream summoned her last time. Oh my gosh, there's Albarius here. Okay. We were a little bit pessimistic about the banner yesterday, given the wording of it, but this is a pleasant surprise. It means you have to spark, but I'm not too fussed for that. I'd much rather save. I can now save my dream summon for something else. This is the good thing of the. This is a good tip about waiting till all your summons are done before you use your dream summons, including the dream summon voucher that we got from part 2 of the anniversary raid event, because now you can spark for these units, and now you can save your dream summons, you can save your vouchers for something else. But this is exciting. Oh wow, I actually have to think now. Kimono Elisand probably still the top bet for me. Mitsuba, I'm probably going to use the other Dream Summon voucher on. Grimna, I want for the sake of having him, but he's not that meta. But I don't know. Like, okay, let's see what else we got here. Ilya, Averis. Oh, these are great units, though. I think. Okay. Now, Kimono Elisand still probably rank 1 out of everything in this list. Even above Halloween Mim. Above all the Halloween units even. Ilya's probably... Ooh, Albarius is probably second pick if you don't have him, and then Ilya's probably third. Like, they're good units. I haven't really used my Ilya, but Ilya can be quite handy. Albarius is quite decent when Gala Alex isn't useful, particularly in some custom nihility content. Albarius is pretty solid, pretty strong. Okay. So not that much on the list there, but okay, so I've only got 3 units to pick from, really. But you don't really need that much more. It's just Kimono Elisand, really, who's the prize to spark for this time. Spark Edward. I'm pretty sure that's just a joke and a troll, but I think for completeness they had to put Edward in the spark list. Again, we can do the math. I'm pretty sure the odds of you getting him, not getting him, is also very slim. We'll have a look at that math in a second. Let's have a look at the dragons just in case we're missing anything. Okay, I don't actually have Raphael. don't think Raphael's that useful, right? What's his stats? 4%, so 60%, and then Raphael's 8. Takes damage, restores HP, 8 for 30 seconds, uses defenses increase. Okay, so it's a defensive kind of dragon. What does this do? Hits, immediately registers the user's second skill for use. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, Raphael's not particularly strong. Yeah, wouldn't spark for him. Okay, none of these dragons here are particularly useful. I don't remember getting a Gabriel. Must have been like several banners ago or something like that. Ramiel is good. He's pretty meta for your helpers that you want to share with people around you. But I've got 2 copies now. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so nothing really amazing in the dragon pool, but I think that's these days I feel like pulling for dragons or sparking for a dragon is probably not the best deal. Yeah, the only dragons that are worth getting these days really are just the Gala series ones. Anything else is like, they're okay, but not broken. It's not going to change your game that much. But adventurers do change the game still, so that's good. Okay, looks like we're going for Kimono Elsan. It's too hard to pass her up. I can't pass her up here because she's available. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I don't think I want Mitsuba Grimna or anything else like that, but... Alright, looks like we're sparking for Kimono Elsan. That's great. Kimono Elsan in 100 of my own currency. That's good. Farron, nice. Arctos, I've got too many copies of Arctos. I kind of don't need any more of him. I seldom use him, but he was good for like Volk and stunning Volk and stuff like that. Farron's nice. I don't have Farron yet. Farron seems interesting, but the problem with any mana caster is they're going to be outclassed by Gala Leonidas. All the rapid fire ones outclass all the non-rapid fire ones, I think. Yeah, I think they gotta make the other mana caster classes a little bit stronger. Like, I'm sure there's uses for them, but they don't seem particularly strong. We'll see. Okay, let's turn our attention quickly to... Oh, sorry. Farron is... Oh, okay. Farron is... Oh, Light Dagger. Trying to think. I'm actually gonna have to consult Not's notes for this one. Who was... Oh, wait, that's the new one, right? Farron's the new permanent unit that just got added from, this guy, right? This is Farron. Yeah, okay. Oh, he's the one with the interesting Dragon Drive mechanic. I thought he was meant to play similar to Crom. Because you have to, like, build up his skills, and then there's, like, a big nuke after a while. I thought that was what we read of Farron's skill set. So if that's the case, if he plays like Crom, we already talked about it yesterday, that Crom, not particularly meta. I think I have seen Farron a few times in my co-op rooms. He's nice to collect though. I think anyone with Dragon Drive is always interesting, because there's always additional mechanics for you to play around. So Dragon Drive units in general are better than non-Dragon Drive units. Like, there's more options at play, which is kind of cool. Any case, let's get started. So, let's update my numbers here quickly. So, where are we at? I didn't gain any currency since yesterday. I haven't played that. I didn't really play much more after my stream ended anyway. Okay, we're at 406 plus nothing. Okay. 406 it is. Okay, so we used... Yeah, 80 something pulls. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, let's reset the counter to 0 and... Ooh, you know what? Okay, so I do need to think about this. Originally, if there was nothing to spark, I would pull all 3 tenfolds immediately. But in this case, because I'm intending to go for spark, I want to make good use of these 10 free tenfolds as much as I can. I want to run them for their money. So it actually means I'm not going to use the tenfolds straight away. I'm actually going to use some singles, build up the pity rate a bit, and then use the tenfolds. But I've got to be very careful here because I want to use them all by the time I hit 200. Now, normally the last time this happened, when the spark was at 300, there was a lot more room for me to burn single summons, just to, you know, stretch the use of my free tenfolds. But here, we've only got 100 of our own summons to use before we hit 200. So we need to optimize a little bit carefully. Yeah, I wonder how we're gonna do this. Maybe I'll bump the pity rate up once to 4.5%, and then we use tenfold. So normally the best way to make use of your currency is to do 20 singles to bump up the pity rate twice, so from 4% to 5%, then start summoning 10 at a time. Apparently that's kind of the most optimal way to use your currency. You don't have to, like, it's a marginal difference, but it actually helps. Is there anything I'm looking for? Oh no, I've got Gala Elisan. I've got all the Gala units, so I'm not missing any there. Is there anything I'm going for here? Well, look, I'm not going for anything on rate up. So I've got all the Halloween characters. So there's no one on rate up that I'm looking for. And if we're talking about anyone who's not on rate up, like right, yeah, Kimono Elisan, like, yeah, if they're not on rate up, I don't want to think about it, because there's no point trying to aim for something that's not on rate up. Like, let's have a think about the math here, very simply put. So anyone who's not on rate up is, oh my gosh, anyone who's not on rate up is 1/100th of the chance of a rate up unit. So normal rate up units are 0.5% on a 4% banner. I believe the average is about, I did the math before, 170 or so summons on average to get a unit that's got a 0.5% focus rate. 170, I think. 171, 172, something around there. 170. So if you want anything that's not focus, which is 1% of that 0.5%, 170, you need 170 pulls on average to get a 0.5% unit. You're gonna need 100 times that to get any off focus unit here. So 170 times 100 is 17,000 pulls. I would need to pull 17,000 times to get a fair chance of any one of these, any specific non-focus unit, right? That's actually the odds. So I would never kind of go, oh, I'm aiming for this unit, because there's just no point. If they're not on focus up, don't bother aiming. Like, I'm happy to let the gacha surprise me with whatever it gives me, but I would not, put my hopes in getting a specific unit, just because if I hope too much into it and then I don't get it and then I get salty and then I'm tempted to spend money, then that's no good. Everyone loses. So never set your hopes on anything not on focus up. You would need 17,000 pulls on average to get any non-focus unit up when it's 0.005% chance to get them. 170 for anyone on focus up. So 170 is already quite a lot. So, but it's not too unrealistic. 17,000, yeah, that's whale territory. Let's not go there. Okay, okay. I've rambled enough about that, so I think we'll get started. So I think the strategy here is we're gonna do 10 singles, bump the pity rate to 4.5%, and then we will use 10 folds, and hopefully doing that strategy we'll get to 200 by the time we exhaust the last of our 10 folds, our free 10 folds. So let's see how that goes. Let's clean this list. Targets. You know what? I don't got no target. There's nothing. I can't. Again, I don't want to aim for anything. I got no targets. Whoops! I should have not gotten rid of everything there. Yeah, this time it's interesting. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna aim for anything. There are no targets. I'm just gonna pull, but I'm gonna get to. Well, okay, fine. The target is Kimono Elisan. How about that? But we've already decided beforehand we are going to get her via Spark. Yeah, via Spark at 200. So this is the only unit we're going for. But I've already decided beforehand that we are going to Spark her. Now, in the off chance I kind of get your luck and we end up getting Kimono Elisan with that 0.005% chance, we do have some backup options here. We can Spark for something else. I'll probably Spark for Grimna next, because Mitsuba is available via a ticket. So I'm probably going to Spark for Grimna. And in the very, very, very rare chance I somehow get all these other units, we've still got Raphael over here. And if ultimately we exhaust every option here, which is unlikely, we're going to have to Spark for a dragon. But look, we're not getting it there, I swear. Yeah, you can call me a cheat if that happens, but I really don't see myself getting all these off-focus units. It's just too unlikely for it to happen. Yeah, it just wouldn't make sense if it did. Anyway, we're gonna get started. So let's do 10 singles first. We're gonna have to do this one at a time. we do 10 of them, and then we see where we go. So no birds, we'll skip that one. 2. But I am excited to see what we get along the way. What? Okay. Wow. Okay, we got a dupe Liger right here. Actually, we're not going to call it a dupe, because... Okay. Yes, my H. Mari is max unbound. I chucked stones on him. I was kind of sad from that. Yeah, okay, so this time we only want 10, so we have to go to 12. Okay, we got a 5-star, that's cool. And look, if I was going to get a duplicate of anything, dragons are probably, like, the better thing to get. Although my problem at this point of the game is that I'm now starting to run out of box space because I've actually got too many 5-star dragons. I've actually got multiple max unbound copies of some dragons, and a lot of them don't even see the light of day anymore. So I actually feel like I either need to spend Wormite expanding the box or selling 5-star dragons, which is something you're never supposed to do as a gacha player. But I've actually gone to the point whereby I actually might need to start selling my 5-star dragons. It's bizarre thinking about that. Arctos was still a good unit to put stones into. Like, you know, it's actually fine to put stones into any unit really if you needed them at that point in time. Like, it's completely fine. I think it was worth it. I kind of wished I let that animation play out to get Liger. It's actually to your point, Will, from yesterday. You were saying, I think it was you who was saying you got sparked by a 3-star. That's actually what happened there, because there were no birds popping up for the Liger animation. And then it ended up that what probably would have been a 3-star turned into a Liger, so that was interesting. Yeah, I think that's happened to me a few times in the past, but I rarely see, like, I get a 5-star and no dubs 5-plast. So that's kind of interesting. I really don't expect that. All these 4-stars. Okay, you know what? I'm also going to mark the number of times we get Halloween Lowen just to make a point that, you know, I'm pretty sure he's fairly common. So we'll see. Although do keep in mind with the 5th Unbinds, I think 5th Unbinds have to be through Draconic Essences, so you can't use duplicate copies of dragons. You also cannot use Sunlight Stones, I believe. I think it has to be Draconic Essences. So there's actually no harm in getting rid of your extra copies, and even if you did, again, Draconic Essences will always be an option. Yeah, because I think they only released the 5th Unbind for those that have Draconic Essences available. So even if you had an extra copy that you wasted, you would still be using the Essences regardless. But I'm pretty sure you have to use Essences for the 5th Unbind. So that makes it a nice free-to-play option. And again, it shows Sire Games thinking about how to keep the players engaged without them needing to spend money. It's good. It keeps them roped in longer. Yeah, Arctos was always paired very well with Ezlith. And frankly, like, ooh, another 5-star. I don't know where we're at. I'll have to check the number afterwards. We'll find out which number this is. Okay, what do we got? Dragon again. It is a Kagutsuchi? Kagutsuchi, yeah. Okay, I just sold a few oh, I didn't sell, I merged a few copies of him today. Okay, there's one more I need to merge away now. Wow, 2 dragons. Interesting. This is number 9 now. Okay. Oh, I didn't put anything. Oh, no. I've been putting the list up. Interesting. Okay. Oh, this is also starting to not look good because I can't even get to 10 singles without getting a 5-star. So it's gonna, yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to use the 10 folds anytime soon, but we'll see. We should start using them when we don't get to 10. But this is pretty good luck. And again, to get dragons instead of adventurers, like, I don't need the old water. But yeah. What's this? Cybella again, okay. Yeah, this time we're going to 19. So if we spend 100, that'll take me down to 306. And then I'll still have just enough summons to spark if I really need to. But I'm looking forward to building back this stash back up to like 600 or so. I don't think I've dipped low for quite some time now, and it's a testament to show how far you can get as free to play. Like, I dread the day I drop to under 100 pulls, but I haven't dipped down there in a long time. I've been well over 300 for quite a while now. This whole year, I think I've always been above 300. So I think today's going to be the closest I get to being... Oh, actually, no, I just got under 300 once. That was before the anniversary, I believe. But then I instantly built that currency back up, so I'm fine. But, you know, rarely do I get close to 300. But as it turns out, side games have made a way for me to want to summon, so good job on them. They've made a very attractive offer. It's very hard to not want to summon when you can spark for Kimono Elasan. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe they did that. That is amazingly good of them. I was so shocked. Yeah, it's hard to save currency. The only way I've been able to do it is by learning to say no to all the banners and go, yeah, it's a nice unit, but no, I just can't afford to pull for this unit. I'm just gonna have to skip. Like, I generally skip every banner that's not a gala, and it often hurts. It often hurts when it's like, oh, but this is a nice new unit, and yeah, they're not meta, but I kind of want them, and you can't. Yeah, and the real danger is outside of gala banners, it's what do you do with the seasonal stuff? Like, Christmas, Halloween, summer. Like, I missed out on Summer Mitsuhide, and I feel kind of gutted about that. Because he's actually pretty strong. I got Summer Marishitan though, and he's pretty strong. I haven't dumped any Sunlight Stones on him, but I'm glad I got Summer Marishitan. I got Summer Shell, although she turned out to be not that useful. No, not Summer Shell, Summer Mim, sorry. Summer Mim. Summer Shell I don't have. She's the light bow character or something like that. I don't have her. Okay, yeah. It's surprising. Most of the Halloween units aren't great, but to think that Halloween Laxi ended up being as strong as she is, and then Kronos being the most broken thing in the game's history now, I think we've got a new record for broken characters. Yeah, lost my menus and stuff. Where are we at? 19? Is this 19? No, one more. One more. To think that we would release something more broken than Gala Cleo. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Like, Nyx actually on paper didn't look very strong, but then his mons turned out to be very, very strong. I can't believe he does so much damage. It's crazy. Oh, we are at 19. That means we are at 4.5% chance to get a 5-star, which means this is the good chance to now use our free 10 folds. Let's just quickly check to see that's the case. Yep, so let's chuck one of these and let's keep chatting. Oh, that's pretty cool. Getting another new unit like soon after you get another new unit. Okay, we got probably nothing in this one. That's okay, it's free, so can't complain. Man, I've already used 20 singles. No, we're skipping all of that. Wait, I forgot to keep track. Have we gotten Halloween Loan yet? I don't think so. Okay, we haven't seen a Halloween Loan yet, and it's been 29. Ooh. Oh. Well, look, we'll see. If this ends up being like I did not get Halloween Loan in 200 pulls, then fine. You know, I will concede to the fact that it is plausible for some people to not get Halloween Loan. Look at the number of yellows. I got a staff, another staff, another staff. 3 staffs. You tell me one of these is not going to be Halloween Loan? I'm pretty sure, well not pretty sure, but like I'm banking on the fact that at least one of those 3 stars there is going to be Halloween Loan. Unless they're all regular loans, but you know, I'm also going to include that in that list here just to make the point that yeah, because Halloween Loan is an honorable mention. Daniel? Oh, interesting. Hey, look, Halloween Loan. There you go. I'm going to include him here just to make the point that, you know, it's not that bad. What was this one? This is the 39th one, right? So Halloween Loan. Halloween Loan is our honorable mention here. Because why not? And then let's see if we get another one. Okay. Zania. There's another staff coming, right? Wait, no, what? Oh, our Althemia is also a 4-star staff. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Of all the staffs, they're all different elements and everything as well. Wow. Well, there you go. That's interesting. I mean, 1 is good, but I was expecting nearly all 3 of them to be Halloween Loan. But that's interesting odds there. I mean, it's possible to not get him in 100. there's a less than 20% chance of you to not get him. Like, it'll happen. 1 in 5 players will not get Halloween Lowen for free. I'm not those 1 in 5. That's simply it. But 1 in 5 players will not get Halloween Lowen in their free 100. So that's interesting to think about. Okay, so we didn't pull a 5-star. We didn't pull a 5-star. Let's actually have a look at the appearance rates now. We're at 39 now. I should update this. We're at 5.5%. No 5 stars. That's kind of sad ever since we got Liga and Kagutsuchi in the first 10. Okay, we got the feature rates there. Let's have a look at what the feature rate now for Halloween Lowen is. He was at 1.75% before. Oh, it doesn't change. It doesn't change. Okay, well... Oh, okay, so... Wait. Now, let's have a look at this again. So the 4-star rate is always going to be 16%. If I'm reading that right. 16%. This is at 4% normally, so that's 20%. So, okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so the increase in the 5-star rate actually comes out of the 3-star pool. So I think this 3-star pool starts at 80%. And so now you see it's dropped by 1.5%. And that 1.5% has gone into the 5-star pool. And the 4% pool stays unchanged. So, okay, so Halloween Lowen's feature rate stays the same. It never increases, it never decreases, which means mathematically from what I had before, there is a 17% chance that you will not get Halloween Lowen for free in the first 100 pools. So that's interesting. Okay, so 1 in 6 players or so will not get Halloween Lowen. So again, the number of players not getting Lowen is becoming fewer and fewer. And if you go to 200, actually, let's do the math. What happens if you go to 200? Because everyone's going to go for 200 now, given the fact that there's so many good units per spark. There is a 3% chance that by the time you hit 200, you do not have Halloween Lowen. But that's still pretty high. Every 3 players out of 100 will not get Halloween Lowen by the time they get to 200, and they might actually have to spark for him. So 3% of players, if they don't already have Halloween Lowen, would need to spark for Halloween Lowen. It's not great, but I mean, 3% is reduced by the fact of whether or not you already had Halloween Lowen before. So if, for example, I didn't get Halloween Lowen in 200, but because I already have him, I don't care. So that 3% figure is probably even smaller. Exactly, like... Yeah, but again, like, how many people didn't get Halloween Lowen from previous banners? That's just like, if it's 3% here, it's 3% in all the previous banners. It's very, you know, so it's 3% chance at 200. Let's go to 300. At 300, it's a 0.5% chance to not get Lowen. 99.5% of the time, you will get Halloween Lowen by 300. And some people said, I had to spark for Lowen at 300. That's bizarre. That's 0.5% chance. 5 in every 1,000 players will not get Lowen by 300. Like, it's so small, and I feel like there should be players who won't get it, but like the number of players and the number of stories you hear about that should be very far and few in between, because the chances of that happening are so small. 99.5% chance you are going to get Lowen by the time you hit 300. So I don't know. I just don't know where the stories of people not getting Halloween Lowen come from. It just seems too absurd to not get him. I mean, I got him the first time he got revealed, because he was just a 4-star. 4-stars are so easy to pull, especially when they're on feature rate up. But anyway, that's just a bit of analysis there. Yeah, but again, why would you spark for Halloween Lowen when you've got all these good 5-stars in front of you? It's just... But I get it, like, Halloween Lowen is still quite important. Like, I think your best fire healer after that might be Yukata Cassandra. And her heals aren't strong enough. She gives over damage, but that's because your team's strong enough such that you don't need the heals, you want the over damage. But if you're kind of early game, you do need that healing potential, and unfortunately Halloween Lowen is kind of your best bet for that. So... I can kind of see why it can be an issue, but again, like I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to get him. Okay, no Halloween Low ones here. We're at 50. We still don't have a 5-star. Man, I'm not doing very badly in terms of the luck at the moment. Well, at least we've burned most of the free 10-folds. I'm okay. Oh yeah, Grace was already on was Sparkable like a couple of banners back, wasn't she? Yeah, it was a good time for players to grab her if they didn't have already. Very interesting how Grace is completely irrelevant now with all the Curse of Nihility stuff going on. But I suppose if you're still farming Akito, if you're farming High Dragon Trials, that kind of stuff, Grace is still very, very important. Wait, are you kidding me? I got nothing again in this one? Skip. Okay, we got Halloween Low one again at 59. Okay, I'm gonna include every single time I get Halloween Low just to make a statement. Okay, we got Halloween Low one at 59. 6.5% I think is my rate at the moment. It's looking kind of ugly. We've gone 50 summons? 50 summons with no 5-star, right? 4%. We went up by 2.5%. So yeah, we've gone 50 summons without it. Oh, it reminds me of this Gala banner from a couple of months back. I actually got very close to 10% 5-star rate without getting a 5-star. And there is this bit of text here which players generally skip over because it's generally not relevant for them, and you hope you never get there. But yeah, once you get to 100 summons, or in this case it'll be, hang on a minute, 9%? That's not right. Hang on. No, 5%, 9%. So when I hit 9% feature rate on this banner, I'll get a 5-star. I believe it's 60 when it's a Gala banner. If you don't get a 5-star within 60, your 61st summon will be. So, like, I came very close to this in a Gala banner once. Not the 100, the 60, which would get me the guaranteed 5-star. That's kind of disappointing, but we're already halfway there now. Interesting enough, but I've never hit that threshold. I've never hit that threshold whereby I get given the free 5-star because I didn't get one the whole time. But I came close once. I came very close. I think I was like 20 summons short, and then I would get a 5-star for free. Still nothing. Yeah, it's not bad because I'm not looking for anything in particular. But yeah, if I was using my currency for this, oh, I'd be so sad. And this did happen once when I was pulling on a Gala banner. It did happen. Dude, are you kidding me? Still nothing. We're at 60 pulls in, still nothing. Oh, it's Halloween Edward. We don't need to spark for him. Oh yeah, I was also going to do the math on him, wasn't I? Just to see how bad the luck needs to be for you to not get him. Oh, this time we can be certain that the 3-star feature rate is going to go down. It's 4% now. So I'm pretty sure this was probably higher. I think it's probably like 5% when this resets itself. It's probably 5%. So yeah, the 5% just means you need to pull on average 20 times and you get Halloween Edward. So, but what's 5%? 5%. So 0.95 raised to the power of 100. Yeah, put the equal sign there. The odds of you not getting Edward, the odds of you not getting Edward in 100 is the same as you not getting Lowen in 300. Oh, that makes sense because I think the difference is about proportional. Yeah, it's there's a 99.5% chance that you'll get Edward within 100. So pretty sure you're not gonna have to spark for him. If we raise it to 200, it's in scientific notation. There's way too many zeros. The chance of you not getting Edward by 200 is so small. It's yeah. You'd have to have like the worst luck of all time to not get Edward by then, or you're the luckiest player ever, because that chance is so small. You know, it's okay. The chance of me not getting a 5-star at this point is also very, very small. This is weird. What's going on? I want Cygames to refund my free 10-folds. I've got a no 5-stars problem. What's going on? And that's a fact. I've gotten all my 5 stars from like my free summons, right? I mean, it's not my singles. I got the single at 2 and 9, and they were 5 stars. And ever since these 5 stars, ever since using the tenfolds, I've not gotten a 5 star in any of the free tenfolds. But again, luckily, we don't care. Luckily, we don't care. But I would be so disappointed, like. Yeah, I would be so disappointed by this point if I pulled 70 with my own currency and got a nothing. That could still happen, because once I burn all the tenfolds and I get nothing more after that could still happen. Anyway, we're getting something at 89. 80 pulls for 1 5 star. I'm so disappointed. You needed to have given me at least 3 or 4 to make it worth my while, but to give me 1 is like, you know, a completely disgusting, but whatever. No, you didn't steal my luck. There's no luck in this one. The strategy for this banner for me is very simple. Go to 200, smart for Kimono Alisan. I expect nothing more, I expect nothing less. And because it's guaranteed at 200, there is no risk involved. There's no probability. This isn't a game of what's the chance of me getting Kimono Alisan. I am getting Kimono Alisan. It's guaranteed. She's coming at 200. If she comes any sooner, that's great, but I'm not expecting it. But she's coming at 200, and it's guaranteed. There's no chance. There's no probability. There's nothing involved. It is inevitable. Okay, we got Halloween Melsa here. That's cool, but it's a dupe, so we don't care. I mean, it was always going to be a dupe anyway. Still, no. Okay, well we've hit Halloween low enough times. That's kind of good enough. So I got 3 more. Okay, I got 3 more, but I need to do another 111 summons. So let's do a few more singles and build the PD rate up again. You know, I am kind of waiting for the day for them to make Liga relevant again. I wonder if they'll add his 5th Unbind soon and what ability they might add, but yeah, don't really hear people talk about Liga much. I've got 2 max Unbound copies of him, I think. Just 2. Or 1. I don't think I've got that many copies of him, but we'll see. I got 3 doves there. Maybe this could turn into something. Nah. Yeah, no, so no. Okay, cool. Alright, anyway, let's speed through this. Johanna. Man, another Johanna. We kept getting Johanna through during that wind focus showcase. Because there weren't that many 3 stars in the pool, and there was like a, I don't know, like a 10-20% chance to get like the wind 3 stars. There were too many copies of Johanna coming up. That was kind of funny. Oh yeah, and Philia too. Liga was like, I'm trying to remember. He had this I believe his ability was his skill was called Thunderous Charge or something like that, and it just darted forward and it would move you and stuff like that. It would lock on and move in. But what was his passive? Oh, it was something weird. No. I might be wrong. Wasn't Liga the Paralyzed Punisher one? Or was that a different Light Dragon? I know there's a Light Dragon that has Paralyzed Punisher, but I forgot which one it is. I thought it was Liga. Whoopsies. I moved my text right. I need to go to 99 here. Oh, we just need 2 more. Whoops. That's not right. That's a typo. Let's fix that. Right, 2 more. Oh, Corsair Phoenix. Okay. It's Liga then. I really can't remember. Technically, I shouldn't remember because I didn't really use it. I think Liga was actually one of my first 5-star Light Dragons, so I used him just because I had nothing better to use. But yeah, ever since I got like Cupid, I'm like, okay, well, guess we don't need Liga anymore. Cupid heals, Cupid does damage. He was a great dragon at the time. Okay, we're at 99. We should be at 4.5% 5-star rate. Good. So let's pop another tenfold and whoop. And let's see where we go. We are now halfway towards Kimono Ilisan, which is exciting. Okay, well, we finally got something here at 109. So 109. What do we got? One at the very end. Staff. That could be a Halloween Lowen again. And our 5-star this time is a dragon again. Okay, probably a dupe. Ooh, Halloween Althemia. Okay. Wait, is Halloween Althemia also a staff? So we have 2 staffs that are Halloween based. Ooh, Kamui, Kamui? Oh my gosh, it's Kamui. Whoa. Whoa, of all the dragons I don't have, it's Kamui. Whoa, okay, I think I want something. Whoa, I want something. Oh, that is so cool. I got a new dragon. Oh, that's exciting. You know what? I'm so excited right now. We're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna actually like max unbind this guy. Because why not? Now I do have to get rid of some space first though. Oh wow. Okay, well the odds of me getting something new in this banner, yeah, I was hoping for something, but anything would have been nice, but I really wasn't expecting something new. So there you go. That's kind of exciting. Let's just get rid of all these irrelevant dragons. I already have 2 max unbound copies of Halloween Silk. I don't even know. I never even used a single copy. And now I'm just chucking limited dragons away like it didn't matter. And they kind of don't. Whatever. Okay, let's sell that. Alright, we can actually max unbind Kamui because I've been waiting for a while to max unbind him. Uh-oh, sorry, what did I do that I shouldn't have done? What did I not? What shouldn't I have sold? Anyway, what's sold is sold, but I do have another 100 pulls to go to fix that back up if I need to. Liger, I do have... Oh, okay, I only have 1 max unbound copy, and now I have... This is one's already in my box, so I should have 1 more in here. So, okay, so I can get this Liger to 3 unbind. So what does he do? Since we're here? Wait, that's it? HP and strength 35. Dude, that is terrible. What is this? Inflicts paralysis. Okay, so there was something to do with paralysis, but it wasn't. Okay. Ugh. This is kind of like a bit. Ugh. Like even Shadow's version. Is it Nidhogg? Even Nidhogg is better than that. Dude, Nidhogg is like 40% each. And, I mean, well, let's ignore... Oh, actually, wait. The 40% probably comes from the 5th unbind, right? Because if I look at my non... Yeah. 35%? Okay, there. Okay, it's right. So Nidhogg is equivalent to Liger then. Alright. Inflicts blindness. Except Paralyze is better than blindness. Okay. So technically, Liger is on par with Nidhogg. Nidhogg seemed good, though. But maybe that's because Light just had better dragon options. Anyway. Kamui, Let's chuck some essences on him. Okay, you can see I've also pre-farmed the extra 50 when Kamui does get his 5th unbind. So I am ready. I am ready. Beautiful. And I just wanted the encyclopedia bonus really. 45% and prime strength. Yeah, I'm never gonna use him. Never gonna use him. Nice though. It's a nice art though. Inflicts freeze. The freeze might be useful because you can time it with stuff, but I think the lack of anything useful here is the lack of good passives makes him probably undesirable. Oh yeah, don't worry, I am always so anxious of accidentally clicking my stones, and I think some players in the past used to ask, is there a way for us to filter the stones out so that we don't accidentally click on one? Like, it would hurt, it would hurt. The design for Kamui is nice. Yeah, it's like, is there a way for us to, you know, if I go here to unbind, is there a way for us to make sure we don't accidentally click these? Because you can click them, but I've got an essence right here to use, so it's like, is there a way for us to filter it out so that we don't accidentally use the stones? Like, the same way you've got like 5-star protection on the dragons, so they've all got the lock symbol, so you don't accidentally click on one of your other 5-star dragons. Like, there's a warning here, but the stone, oh, no warning, so... That's something we've been asking for. Side games are like, too bad. Why don't you pay $35 for another stone? Because you can. Anyway, let's go back to summoning. So we got 2 more, and we've got like 91 pulls to go. So let's do some singles. Oh wow, that was one dragon I wasn't expecting to get. That's nice. We finally collected our Kamui. Oh, and for that reason, on the Sunlight Stone thing, this is also why I've got like another 20-something stones, but in Sunlight Ore form. And the good thing is, and what I do is I keep it in its ore form until I need to trade it for stones. That way, I've only got 4 stones in my inventory, but if I traded all my Sunlight Ores for stones, I would have like a whole like page full of the stones, and that would get in the way, and it also increase the risk of me accidentally clicking on one. So I don't even trade my ore for stones until I absolutely need it. So that's my strat to not do something stupid. And I'm also secretly hoping for, and they'll never do it, but if they ever change the conversion rate for Sunlight Ore, it could go both ways. Like if they make it like, I don't know, 8 Sunlight Ore for a Sunlight Stone, then I have more Sunlight Stones now because I haven't traded the ore away. Or if they make it worse, like it takes 12 ore for 1 stone, then that would be sad. But I reckon they wouldn't change that because that's going to upset too many players. But I hold it as Sunlight Ore just in case the off chance Cygames go, oh, we're going to change the conversion rate for this currency a bit. But they won't. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning about your Andromeda. Konohana Sakuya is I'm surprised you didn't get one earlier. I haven't seen her recently in my pools, but I managed to get a max unbound Konohana Sakuya quite a while back. But I haven't really seen her that often these days. And she's hit and miss. I feel like Flame has so many strength dragons, you're kind of okay equipping strength dragons, and there aren't too many strong Flame Wand characters who typically use Sakuya. And the Wand characters aren't that meta in the endgame now, which is kind of an interesting thing to note. So Konohana Sakuya is less relevant because you've got too many good Flame dragons there. You've got Mars, Reborn Agni, some people use Gozu Tenno. Well, actually, he's specifically for 4-strike, but he's trying to go Dread King Rathalos. If we want to start talking about collab dragons as well, like there's so many stronger flame options. Konohana Sakuya is less important compared to, say, I think Vayu is still strong for wind. Siren is still decent for water. Who else do we got? Do we have one for light? I think we don't have one for light, do we? And then Shadow. Well, Shadow, you have Gala Cat, so I think Gala Cat would. Well, Gala Cat generally beats Shinobi, so. But Shinobi's still fairly good though. Okay, we're at 119, so I believe that puts us at 4.5% again. It does, so we have 2 more free 10-folds to go. Let's go. Yeah, Cerberus and Agni, I'm actually using them now for my auto teams because they're pretty strong. Okay, so we got something here at 129. 1 again at the end. Not getting many 5 stars this time, but I kind of get it because it's only a 4% rate. It's an axe, okay. That could be Halloween Mim. But again, it don't matter because I don't need her. So something new would be nice. No Halloween Lowens, interesting. And it's a Halloween Mim, as I called it. Cool. Exciting. It's not that exciting. The one thing I'm sad about is the fact that players still bring Gala Cat Sith into Sinister Dominion. Like, people do that. Can you believe that? People still do. I haven't seen them as often now, but during the time attack for Asura, there were players wanting to bring Gala Cat into time attack. Time attack Asura. I'm like, but why? Why would you do that? Why would you make your 3 teammates suffer in that way? Like, what did they do to you that you have to use Gala Cat? But I get it. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. Gala Cat was from the best dragon at the time she was released to now being absolutely useless. That's... I think it falls under the umbrella of the Curse of Nihility problem, and I'm sure players are still divided about this because I'm sure everyone still disagrees with what Curse of Nihility has become. It's kind of like it nerfs everyone, but the content is and so it artificially creates more difficulty because you've made every character less powerful. So I think maybe, yeah, I don't know. Curse of Nihility is... It's hard to discuss what they were trying to do with it. I can kind of see, like, maybe they were trying to curb the power creep, but I think nerfing every character isn't the right way to approach power creep. Like, you've basically made all the characters who you built from the ground up with all these special abilities and passives and all these interacting effects and all that. You just kind of went, oh, Curse of Nihility, let's just pretend none of those abilities existed. You've just, you know, you've made everyone like a blank slate. And so then the game's not fun anymore because no character has any ability. So I think that's what Curse of Nihility has made the content, which is kind of weird. Freebies by 200. Do not worry, I think I've only got 10 more, one more 10-fold left. So I am bound to use it within the next 70 or so, I'm pretty sure. So I should be fine. In fact, anything, as I come up to 139 pulls here, I'm pretty sure I'm probably not going to get a 5-star. Halloween Odetta, okay. Almost got something interesting there. And then I'll just use my final free 10-fold and then we're good. Things would be different though if I got more 5-stars along the way. And I thought that was going to be the case because I got Liga and Kagazuchi in the first 10, so I thought, oh, okay. Luck's going pretty well, so maybe I'm going to end up with a lot of 5-stars and then I'll have to just sack my free 10-folds at the very end, even if I'm not using them in the most optimal way. But, you know, it's a minor difference. It doesn't matter whether I do or don't, but my strategy is to stretch my currency as much as I can. Because that's what a free-to-play player would do. Lance, Halloween Ellie. Yep, called it. I forgot what number this is, though. Keep spelling Elisand properly. Okay, there we go. She's at 137. Okay. So we got her in 8 that time. That's cool. 37, so 47. Okay, back to singles. Let's keep going. So look at the Halloween characters. We got Melsa, we got Mim, we got Elisand. That's 3 of the featured characters so far. I'm only missing one more. Who's that? It's Akasha. Halloween Akasha. Okay, we got Lowen as well. And I've already gotten multiple copies of Athemia, and I forgot if there was another 4-star Odetta. Right, I've gotten Odetta, we've got Edward. And there was another 3-star, wasn't there? So I've actually almost gotten, just like the last time this banner came around, I've actually gotten all the Halloween characters in, like, you know, within the 300 or whatever it was I was pulling up to. But, yeah. Oh, okay. Mari, I haven't gotten Mari yet, though. Although Mari is a 5-star, so I guess you can't hope for all the 5-stars. But you're right. But Silk, yep, Silk I've gotten. So it's just Mari I'm missing. It's Akasha I'm missing, and missing in that I haven't gotten them in this time round. But I don't need them because I already got them from previously. But yeah, But it's always worth thinking through, like, oh, you know, what are the odds of you getting every single featured character? Just so that if a player has absolutely nothing, how valuable would these free pulls be for them? Or how valuable would it be for them to summon on everything? I've gotten most of the featured characters in this session, so that's pretty good. Matters not to me because I've gotten everything, but, you know, if it was a new player, like, they're pretty ecstatic. They got every single Halloween unit in a single session. They won't have to be like, oh, I gotta wait till next year when it's run again to get the rest of them. Like, not a big deal. So specifically, I will have to wait till next year though, because I will need to, well, I don't need to, but I'm missing Halloween Silas, who's probably gonna get added to this Halloween banner next year. So Silas will be the one Halloween character I'm missing. Not that I care. It's a Lowen. Oh, it's not. Okay, I called it wrong. I'm just gonna keep calling out Lowen every time I see a gold star. But interesting, I got Lowen very early on, and I haven't seen Lowen ever since then. Okay, Dove. At least a yellow. I don't think it can turn to a 5-star. Axe, we don't care. Okay, Summer Luca, nice. 145, 2 more. I'm so glad I wrote that number in the top, because I can easily lose count if I don't write it down. Okay. Althemia again, okay. And then one more, and we're at 147. And if we don't get a 5-star here, then we will use the last free tenfold. Yeah, it's a 3-star, okay. Not interested. Let's just double check. We should be at 4.5% again. Beautiful. We didn't count wrong. Let's burn our last free tenfold. And that'll close us up for all the free stuff we got in this anniversary. Ah, beautiful. We get another 5-star. It's a sword. No Halloween characters with a sword who's a 5-star, so I don't know who that could be. Something brand new would be nice, but it's probably too much for me to ask or hope for. Ah, Xander. Nice. Okay, cool. Okay, we can skip the rest. Another Althemia. I've gotten like 5-6 copies of her, but only 2 copies of Lowen. Very interesting. Not very evenly split. Xander. Let me write that down. So wait, are you saying... But Althemia and Lowen have the same rates, right? So... that's Odetta. Yeah, Althemia, same rates. Or 1.75%. Okay. Oh no, wait, it was always that. They're the same rates, but I've gotten Althemia like 6 times and Lowen only 2 times, so... Yeah. Let's see. Actually, yeah, look at my list. Featured. Okay, so... Okay, Xander's actually the first duplicate character I've gotten. Duplicate adventurer, sorry. Interesting. Okay, okay, well we got 43 more to go. We'll just keep pulling until we get to thingy, get to 200. Wait, 157, so we want to go to 167. I think we'll still do... Actually, no, we're done with all the free tenfolds, so I'm actually going to do my old strategy of going to 20 first. So we actually want to go to 177 and then burn tenfolds. And as we get closer to 200, we'll have to probably patch it up with single summons. Because I'm not wasting a single one more than... 200. What I meant before about duplicate adventures, I meant to your point about the 0.005% rate. Halloween Mim and Elisan are on rate up, so to get them is not a surprise, but Xander should have been a really low chance, right? Like, look, it's another dragon. Okay, we got H. Mari. Nice. Not that I need another one, but might as well. Okay, I think that's nearly every single Halloween character. Why do I have such good luck with the Halloween banner, even though it's completely pointless? Well, not pointless, but like, they're not that strong. This was at 161. Right. Okay, so we mostly gotten dragons from this banner. Very interesting. I've had that. Actually, it makes sense. I mean, there's always a higher chance of you getting dragons than anything else. Yeah, so we're just missing Akasha, and then I would have definitely guaranteed I've gotten all the Halloween characters in a single session. Which means it is possible, but again, it might just be me getting good luck. Okay, but yeah, no, but my point before was Xander, yeah, Xander's the only one who's off focus and an adventurer. Otherwise, even, I guess off-focus dragons should also be very far and few, so I wonder how that happened, how I got Liga and Kagazuchi so early on. Hamui as well. Yeah. Wasn't expecting any of that, but I was actually very fortunate and lucky. And I think all up, just think about this banner as a whole. There's good reason to spend 100 for this because of what's sparkable. I think in general, you know, for you or other viewers, if you want to build your currency up, you do have to say no to a lot of banners and go, it might not be worth the cost. I mean, you could still even think about it that way. Is it actually worth spending 100 to be able to spark for, you know, some of the units on the list? And, you know, is Kimono Alasan worth 100 summons? Probably. The answer is probably yes, because if she was on focus rate up, you would need on average 170 pulls to get her. But you can guarantee her within 100 given the conditions of this banner, so that makes it a good deal. But say for example, we didn't have 100 free summons, but you could spark for Kimono Alasan at 200, but you need to spend your own 200 pulls to get her. Would you spend 200? At that point, I'd probably say no, because again, the average would be 170, but you're guaranteeing her at 200, and that doesn't feel like it's a great trade. Because you know, you'd rather get your characters earlier than 170, which is the average, but 200 being slightly past the average, it makes it slightly not so good luck. And 300, no, that's just stupid. Like, you would not spend 300 pulls to spike a particular unit you wanted. You'd rather wait for that unit to be on rate up and go for the average of 170. But in this case, with what is available, sparking someone for 100 is worth it, because your alternative is waiting for a rerun of the banner with that unit. There'll be a 0.5% chance, you need 170 pulls on average, right? So that's why it's worth it here. And I think it's the first time they've done a banner like this, so Cygames are definitely experimenting with ways they can encourage players to keep pulling. But I don't know, but yeah. But you've still got to do the math to see whether it's worth it on average. In general, yeah, you might still need to say no. 100 pulls is quite a lot, you know. But, I mean, if you had to spend 100 every single banner, it's quite a lot. But I suppose, no, I suppose you could spend 100 more frequently than if you were to save up 300 at a time, like what I'm trying to do. You know, after this banner, I'm probably not pulling for the next 2 to 3 banners just to save up currency, unless something good comes out like the next Gala. But even then, you know, by the time the next Gala comes out, I'm probably gonna get to like, probably gonna get back to 400 or something, and then, you know, and if that Gala needs me to go to 300, boom, I'm down to 100, and I'm out of action for like the next 3 to 4 months, probably. That's tough. It's tough. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that Halloween was the first banner for this game. Makes sense. Wait, when this game came out... Oh, of course it did. Yeah. This game came out in like September, October, didn't it? Like, oh wait, this is the anniversary, duh. I can just subtract 3 years from today's date. Yeah, of course, yeah. This game came out right before Halloween 3 years ago. So it does make sense why Halloween was the first banner. I remember, yeah, Halloween Alasan came out in that banner, didn't she? Like, I wasn't around at the time, but I did look back to see what the historical banners were, and I remember Halloween Alasan was like the first character to get like a seasonal alt. I guess maybe they thought Alasan was like a popular character. But then things changed when they introduced Gala Mim, and then Mim became the most popular character for a while. So that was interesting. But I'm not surprised that, like, you know, Halloween Alasan ended up being trash, because I think the game was so early, they didn't know how to design the unit well, so they couldn't really figure out how to balance power, or how to develop new skills. Like, think about it, the first Gala character was Gala Ranzel, and he was terrible until he got his Mana Spiral more recently, right? So for the same reason, him being the first Gala character, I reckon the team was still kind of figuring out how to design characters and their kits and what was going to work with the meta and things like that. So I'm not surprised that the early banners and characters were just not that great. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay. I can't remember what was happening in Fire Emblem Heroes. Oh, and welcome back, Faded. 100 pulls is still good. 100 pulls means you have options, but I guess if I was in that position, I'd try to save up to 300 before pulling. I now find it so hard to want to pull on any banner if I can't reach Spark. I mean, I always hope to not get Spark, but I think I would be very sad if I was like gambling with 100 pulls and then I didn't get the unit and then I can't go for Spark and I'm like, I've just wasted 100 pulls because I can't even guarantee the unit. I think that's what makes me anxious now, but I did think about this before Spark was a thing and even after, like, you know, this idea of saving to 300 and then pulling, it's optimal, but it's also not that fun, I find. But granted, I mean, if you look at the number of streams I've done in the past few months, like, I have been able to pull quite regularly. But that's because I've been lucking out, and sometimes I need less than 100 to get the focus unit, and so I can consistently keep building up currency. But for any new player, you'd have to like not pull for like 6 months to build up the 300. Then you can actually start consistently pulling. I think it'd be hard otherwise. And as soon as I have a couple of bad banners like back to back, I'm gonna be like dipping to 0, and I'm gonna be out of action for quite a while too. So, but I guess it does make the whole gacha experience less fun when you're like, if I want to maximize my chances, I gotta save to 300. But I guess that's just the fact of having Spark as an insurance. Like, if you didn't have that insurance, yeah, you'd be like, I've got 100 pulls, let's just see what happens, and you would just end up butthurt. And for the reason why Spark exists, because you have compulsive players who are like, I didn't get the unit I want, let me spend money, and oh, I spent too much money, so let's tell the newspapers and get in trouble. So Spark's a thing because that actually happened in Japan with Grand Blue Fantasy, interestingly enough, and so now Spark is definitely a side games thing. Though most other companies have followed suit in case the same were to happen to them in the media. Oh wow, we've almost hit 20 without getting anything, but there you go. But back onto the topic of Fire Emblem Heroes, I played that for a bit at the very start. When it launched, I probably played for the first month or so. Didn't quite get me in. Frankly, I think at the time I actually started with Fire Emblem Heroes first, and I didn't know about Dragalia last, but I played that for like a month or so, because I'm quite into the Fire Emblem franchise myself. But then it didn't quite... at that time, I wasn't particularly great with gachas in terms of how to game the system, and I wasn't getting enough good characters at the start. And so I'm like, it didn't quite work out, and then I stopped. And then I came back, I think, the second Christmas. Like, they gave out like a free 5-star Lyn who was pretty OP. Well, I don't think they gave her out, but you could like pick her from login or something like that. So I picked up Lyn, I summoned a bunch of like Christmas units, and then I got a team going there. But then again, the power creep just kind of caught up with me, and then all of a sudden I couldn't progress anymore. So I've since dropped the game, and my personal opinion, but I would not touch that game anymore ever since they announced things like the Fair Pass and the stupid owl that announced it. Like that whole subscription model, and then locking behind, like, I think it was they locked auto behind the subscription pass. I think that was a move that I wasn't particularly fond of. I don't think that's very nice of I actually don't know who published it. I don't think it's Intelligent Systems, right? Or is it? It probably is. But if it was them who decided it, I'm kind of a bit disappointed that they decided to do that, amongst other things in it. I think the other thing was there's that new tier of units that you could only get through the pass as well. Like, I forgot what the term is, but oh, I need one more. But Ascendancy or something like that? Maybe I've got the term wrong. I feel like the word Ascendancy applied there, but like there was that extra tier of hero units you could get through the pass, and they were slightly stronger than the non-ascended units or whatever it is, and it's like, oh, there's pay to win right there, which is kind of true. And even if it's a slight gain in power, like, it is power gain nonetheless, and it was power gain that you could only acquire through spending money. I think because of things like that, I just went, yeah, even if I were to build interest in the game, I probably wouldn't play it because of that. Yeah. Okay, there's so many elements in Fire Emblem Heroes in terms of like duplicates you need to pull and stuff like that, or something like that. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, I'm screwed. I should have kept count a little bit more carefully. Oh, we are not gonna break. Oh, we are not breaking. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, okay. We're at 191. We're actually very close to the end. I would chuck the tenfold here, take me to 201, and then just hope for the break. But if I was being super stingy, I'd do 9 singles and settle for a single 5-star. So the gamble here for me, it's not a big deal, is I can spend 1 extra pull to see if I can get more than 1 5-star in the next 10 summons, or I do 9 singles and we call it a day. Ooh. I think I might do 9 singles and call it a day because I really don't care what happens here. In all honesty, I was actually watching some Fire Emblem Heroes clips earlier today on YouTube, just because I would have come back to the game ever since like they added all the 3 houses units in. I found a random clip, it was probably dated sometime last year, with all like the Dimitri ults. I'm like, I can't believe Dimitri has so many ults in the game. I'm sure every character has like 50,000 ults now, right? Like Camilla probably has like, how many ults does Camilla have now? Like, I know she had like 3 by the last time I checked, but that was probably like a year or so ago. But she probably has like, what, 5, 6 ults, I expect. But she was that popular. But I was so looking forward to having all the 3 houses characters in the game and wanting to pick it up because of that. But oh my gosh, 8 ults for Camilla. Her model sells the series, the franchise. What can you say? There's definitely the sex appeal factor going on for her there, but everyone knew she was always we knew she was going to be the most popular character ever since Fates came out. So yeah, hang on. Okay, I guess we're doing 9 singles. Crazy. Yeah, how many does Mim have in this game? Let's see, we've got... Okay, let's count Miriam as well, because Miriam is kind of like an ult. Miriam, Gala Mim, Summer Mim. Summer Mim? Yeah, Summer Mim's the gun character. Halloween Mim. Let me see anything after these 4. I don't think I am. I think that might be it. 4 Mim characters? I thought Cleo would have had more ults than Mim. Doesn't Cleo have more ults? We've got Summer Cleo, regular Cleo, Gala Cleo, Forager Cleo, the blue one. We've got Dragon Yule Cleo, the Christmas one. That's 5 already. Cleo is actually like I thought people were saying Cleo was was Dragalia Lost's version of Camilla. Because Cleo's already got 5 versions of her, and I'm sure there'll be more to come. 5 more, and then we've got our free Kimono Elasan. This is not a bad run, actually. When I look at actually, wait, if we scrap the low ones, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 5-stars in 200. What's that? What's the odds of that? Actually, I feel like that's terrible luck. What's that? 4%. Okay. So if I don't get anything in the next 4, I would have gotten exactly 4% chance on average, just based on the 5 stars I actually got. That means I'm break even. Wait, are there 700 units now? What's going on? Are they is intelligence system just throwing out ults like every month or something like that? That's crazy. How can they be at 700? We're only at 200 and something for Dragalia Lost, but every character has a meaningful and unique design, and all of that. Whereas I think when I was looking at the random Dimitri video I saw today, like there was Dimitri with his lance on the ground, there was Dimitri on a horse, and then there was like another version of Dimitri who looked like he was also like a non-mounted unit with another lance. I'm like, they all kind of look the same. I know they probably have different skills and passives and whatnot, and they will have different functions and everything. Wow, we got absolutely squat all. We got squat all here. Okay, well look, I got 8 5-stars in 200. That's exactly 4%, so it's too bad. It's exactly break even. I got a 4% rate on average, so this is the typical average banner, I would say. Your typical experience. Let's cancel that for a second. Thank you. This is so important. I swear, side games know they have to put this message here. If they don't spam you with this, you know, players will be like, oh, but you never reminded me that I could have used a spark. Oh, and then they complain and everything. So this has to be there so that you have no excuse to ignore it. Like, it warned me twice to trade. I'm still clicking cancel just because I want to look at, I was going to look at the sigil pool. So of all the Halloween units I didn't end up getting, actually, I need to come here anyway to trade. But we got Mim, we didn't get Akasha, we got Melsa, we got Elisan, we got Loan, we got Odetta, we got Althemid, we got Edward, we got Mari, we got Silk. So in my 200 pulls, I got every single Halloween unit except Akasha. And if I were brand new and we didn't care about these other characters, I would go Halloween Akasha, done. 200 pulls, I got every single Halloween unit in there. And that'd be a great haul. 200 pulls, all the Halloween units. If I cared about collecting things, instant win. Instant win. That's pretty fair. Like, you know, and this is, remember, this is me averaging, only getting 8 5-stars. 8 5-stars and, wait, so how was it possible that okay, right. So 8 5-stars. 4 of them were from the featured pool, and 4 were from the non-featured pool. Okay. Yeah, there are 5 featured 5-star characters, including the dragons, and I got 4 of them. Yeah, that's about right. So, I think that's a pretty good haul. Well, I'm not going to waste any time here. We are going for Kimono Elisan. I've already made that decision, and boom, there we go. We got Kimono Elisan at 200. Great. I am very happy with how this banner turned out. I still cannot believe they put Elisan, they put Mitsuba and Grimna in this. Ilya and Amberis, all 5 of them are such great options to choose from. We've got someone who's meta, Elisan. We've got the Queen of Cheese, Mitsuba. Technically, she's still useful. She can be used to cheese Serta, so it's still something. Grimna is just nice for his design. I don't know if he's particularly great, and I don't even have the Rose Queen Dragon, so I can't even use him that well, but yeah, Grimna could be okay. Ilya, again, just for the character that she is, and the fact that she was the first 5-star mana caster character, is kind of cool. She's okay too. Barris is, again, story purposes, quite a cool character, and he is actually quite strong. He's also quite useful in custom utility stuff, so I'm sure you guys already knew that, but I'm just saying, they put some pretty decent characters in this sparking list. So despite the fact that it's a Halloween banner, and I guess they had to because it is around Halloween. Yeah, you know what, now that I think about it, every year for the anniversary, we're always going to get Halloween. We're always going to get Halloween, yeah. So what are they going to do next year then? Because their anniversary is at Halloween, so they have to always put the Halloween banner up. So we'll always get free pulls on the Halloween banner. Or, well, I don't know, but Halloween's going to always happen at the same time anniversary does, so I don't know what Simons are going to do. Like, every year, we're just going to get the same banner over and over again. They did soup it up, though. I will admit, if they do the same thing next year, they do 100 free summons, 200 to spark, and then they put some sparkable characters that are very, very important. Like, I don't know, like, if they do, like, a player's choice kind of thing, that'll be good. Yeah, anniversary was late September, but because the festivities ran for the whole, for like a month and a bit, which is crazy. A month and a bit of like anniversary stuff, but it doesn't even feel like it's an anniversary anymore because it's so far gone. But the free summons kept coming and they just kept coming. That, you know, they had to go, oh, well, we want to end the free summons with a bang, so they put 100 there. But the time the free summons ends is also Halloween, so the bang is always going to coincide with Halloween. So I don't know what Simemes are going to do. They'll either have to like shorten the celebration and say, right, so instead of Nah, but they won't do that. If you shorten the celebration, then you don't build the hype up for the game. Like, I think the main anniversary took place in the 15 days, wasn't it? Yeah, because the last raid event only ended, yeah, about a week or so ago, didn't it? So it was 15 days for part one of the anniversary event, and then another 15 or so days for the second. So it has to be a whole month. It has to be a whole month. And by the time that month is up and you're done celebrating your anniversary, you then got Halloween. Yeah. No, but yeah. Well, I can see why they want to put it on the last day, because they want to keep the players engaged every single day up to the last day. Like, this is technically the pinnacle of the anniversary. This is the day we get the most free summons, and frankly, of all the things I remember of the anniversary, like, aside from all the events and all the fun that it was, like, today is actually the best day for pulling. Gala banners aside, this is the one where we got 100 free summons, we could spark for something that actually matters, and we could do it cheaply. The 300 to 200 worm sigils, you know, discount is great. So those three things alone make this day the best day of the banner, and it always was, because when they announced the anniversary, they said, right, we're doing 10 free pulls every day for 38 days, and then the last day is 100. They already announced that up front, and I'm sure every player goes, right, 10 every day, that's great, and we always get that. 38 days is pretty good, but it's the 100 on the last day that people really cared about. And I guess they tried to spruce things up throughout those 38 days by putting, you know, the login bonuses, the scratch-a-thon, the retweet events. There's now a dream summon voucher that's still active for another, like, 3 weeks or so. You know, they tried to scatter their stuff just to keep that hype going. And today is meant to be the culmination of all of that hype. And I think they did a pretty good job of it. But it does also mean the culmination always has to happen at Halloween time, unless they don't make the celebrations a month long. And frankly, maybe a month is quite long. Like, I don't know, most games don't celebrate their anniversaries for a whole month, do they? It's a bit strange. In fact, if we were to quickly check, do they even have the anniversary song like active? Because they normally take it away after a while. Like, I don't. Oh, it's gone. Oh, when did they take the anniversary thing away? Like, I always keep it as this, because this is the song that got me into this game in the first place. But oh, they took away anniversary. Maybe it was with the last update. Interesting. But okay, so right, anniversary is technically over, but I don't know. Yeah, or they celebrate the anniversary earlier, so we end things like a month before Halloween, and then that'll mean they can put a different banner to celebrate at the end of the anniversary, and then actually that makes sense. You would do like a celebration leading up to the anniversary. So like you said, start at the beginning of September or something. Yeah, start at the beginning of September, then end it at the end of September or end it early October, and then you won't have to clash it with Halloween. That could work too, like, and that's good. It's like, oh, we're getting ready to celebrate the anniversary. Yeah, whereas I guess they haven't done it the last 3 years, but anyway, those are some ideas. I mean, Cygames will do whatever they want, but if they were to repeat this again next year and we get the big summons at this time during around Halloween again, then yeah, I don't know. Like, this was still good. This was still good, but if they run the Halloween banner again, I think some players are going to be like, okay, I think we've had enough Halloween, guys. Like, you run it twice a year. You run Halloween in April. You run Halloween at Halloween. It's kind of getting a little bit old. So, well, I hope they just don't run Halloween for another year, because we really don't care for Halloween. But at least they put something useful here. I think this is what salvaged it. Yeah, actually, yeah, 100 free pulls, 200 to spark. I think those two factors meant nothing. If they didn't put extra units on the spark list, this day would have ended very differently. So I think Cygames avoided a very close call here with able to turn what seemed to be a very bland day into a very exciting day.